Joining us on Blitz is Haley Dibble, head coach of the Lumpkin County Lady Indians and the reigning region champions in 7 AAA. Haley, first of all, just thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, glad to talk about your volleyball team, and let's kind of hone in first on, coming off of the region championship season, being able to hang that banner up in the rafters. What are the ripple effects that you maybe have already seen from that region title run?
Well, this is just speaking for our whole school this year. We had a really successful year with our girls' sports, and I think we share a lot of the same athletes. So it was just really cool to be able to see how successful they were. And obviously, volleyball started out because we're in the fall. So a lot of our players went from volleyball, then we went to basketball, and then we went into soccer, and we had all the region championships just falling in line. So it was a really cool year last year, just to watch our girls have all that success. And it was really cool that we got to start it out. So.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I didn't actually make that connection until you just said it, but
Yeah.
but what comes with that is obviously what a lot of programs would call like the bullseye on the back. So everyone's running out to gun down the region champs. What have you kind of said to your girls leading up to this season to kind of get them ready for that?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about that. How we've set the expectation now. We've set a new standard, and we know that it's still going to be hard. I mean, we worked for that region championship. It wasn't like we went out and just, it was an easy win. We had to fight for those games and those wins. We're still in a really tough region, and we know that we're going to have to keep fighting. And it's not going to, just because we won this year or last year doesn't mean it's going to happen again this year. That we're going to have to keep playing and keep fighting for it. So we definitely know we're going to have some competition. So we've just been preparing for that mentally. We're preparing for that, and we know that we're going to have to, shake off mistakes when they happen, keep working toward the goal. We've got some hard games on the schedule to prepare us for that. So I think we're just, preparing every way we can, and we're just going to do everything we can to get there again.
Yeah, and one thing, I know you don't like hearing it, but every coach has to deal with the turnover, and you lose some stellar players, specifically Mackenzie Caldwell and her presence on this team, and Isabel Davenport as well was a great role player. And I know you have coming back, though, Kirsten Trammell, Reagan Spivey, Addie Rucker. Talk about how much you're relying on those three to kind of fill some of those gaps.
Yeah, obviously every year you lose your seniors, it hurts. But we do that. Those three that you just mentioned are my 3 seniors. So it's really cool that they get to fill those roles. 3 of my very strongest players. Kirsten Trammell is phenomenal. She knows everything going on the court. She literally is my go-to. She's incredible. So I'm super excited to watch her kind of take over and take charge as she's been doing for years. Reagan and Addie, they're just so powerful at the net. They can place the ball. They've got more power than anything I've ever seen. So I'm really excited to watch those 3. They've been playing together for years, but it's just really special when you get to watch them play as seniors. It makes it a little bit more emotional, but it's really a special thing to watch. So I'm super excited to watch them this year. And I think they're really going to show out. So
yeah, and I think you had mentioned as we did like a season preview story on your team with Reagan and Addie specifically being strong at the net, and you weren't quite really concerned about that area of the game, but the defensive side of the ball is where kind of things you were focusing on. How's that been coming along as we get closer to the first serve?
So we've really been working on that. We've hit that hard this summer, and getting closer to games, I do feel like we're ready. Especially with some of my upcoming players, they've really filled those holes that we've needed. I had a couple girls coming off some injuries that we haven't, been able to see play for a while, and now that they're coming back, Avery Jones, Mary Mullinax specifically, coming back from injuries, they have really, really filled in those gaps with some of our defense. I've got a new libero coming up. She's young. Andrea Limehouse, she's really showing me what she's got. So I think we've really worked at our defense, and I think that we're prepared there as well now.
Yeah, all right, so I'm going to save the easiest question for last here, and I'm kind of joking when I say that, but to win a region title, the Lady Indians must do what?
Oh, good one. Well, we know what we have to do. I mean, we've done it before, so we know it's possible. But like I said before, we're going to have to take it each game, each point, each touch. So everything counts from this point forward. We're starting on Tuesday, and I've been telling the girls our schedule's tough this year, so we're not going to focus on what our record is. We're playing some big schools. We're going to have some tough competition. So I think in order to win that region championship again, we're just going to have to take each touch as it comes, and we're going to focus on everything that we can do to improve, and not sweat the little things. So if we lose the game, we're going to move on. That's all you can do. So everything we do, we're going to work to improve. Like I said, we're not worried about our record this year. We're working to get better so that when region does roll around, we're ready. I think that I've got a very strong team. They've been preparing all summer. I think they're excited. And I think that that's a big part of it too. The effort they put forward and their mentality going into it, they want to win. And now they know what it feels like. So I think that they're going to really push to get that again. So
yeah, sounds like a great recipe you got. The senior leaders, great coaching, short-term memory you talked about, and a tough schedule. I think if you do all that, good things are going to happen, and we're looking forward to seeing how it goes. But thank you again so much for your time.
thank you.
Appreciate it.